Hey babies, so I'm going to be delivering a general message for you guys. Y'all know how I do general readings. I'm just going to go with an overall theme and I'm just going to randomly pull cards. Alright, and that's just how I'm going to be functioning for this general. I trust my intuition. I allow my intuition to guide me when it comes to these general reads. And I also rely on the information on the cards to give me messages that would benefit all of you that look at my videos. So let's get right into it. Y'all, my tripod stand is broken, so that's why you all have to deal with me and my hand movements. I'm gonna be getting a new one soon. Yeah, so in due time you're gonna see that. Okay, now I would be using from my crystal healing deck cards that would point out certain things for me during this general read, and let's get into it. So the overall theme for today's message is your pushback is strong. They cannot silence you from speaking your truth. So this message is going to be for anybody that experienced in their lifetime so far people that try to silence them, stop them from telling their truth, stop them from speaking up, stop them from just living out their purpose in general around communication. Okay, so if that is your story, then stay. This is a general message for you. If not, then go look at one of my other readings. All right, so let me just move these crystal cards to a new spot on my card holder so it would be easier to pull from the stack of cards that I have. Okay, yeah, so let's get into it. All right, let's see what messages you need to hear right now. Okay, so watermelon tourmaline wanted to come out, and at the bottom of this card it says I love myself as I am. Okay, I'm gonna go with the bottom message. Also, this is a crystal that you can consider working with if you want to restore emotional balance in your life. Okay, so what I gather is that you guys, generally speaking, you are pretty good at just accepting yourself for who you are based on the message on this card, and you accept all of your flaws, accept all of your strengths and weaknesses. Okay, but what I gather intuitively is that maybe you would have had people in your life, be it at the workplace, be it in friendship circles, be it within your family, be it, wherever you have interactions with people. I think maybe you had to deal with what I like to call happiness haters, or people that try to sabotage the vision you have for your life. And you guys basically, people who believe in themselves, they usually get the worst kind of attacks from people because there are others out there that don't have as much drive or as much confidence or as much belief in their goals and their vision, and they try to attack others who have that strength within themselves. So I think for you, now that you have stepped into your truth and you're speaking up more, you're using your voice, you're vocalizing how you feel about different aspects of life, and you are unapologetic about your views, right? These people, whoever had a problem with you in the first place for just you being yourself, they're now experiencing the brunt of you stepping into your power. It's like a slap to the face for all of these people who try to tear you down, who try to diminish your vision for yourself. Yeah, your own empowerment is a downfall for the happiness haters, the people that wanted to rise up against you, the people that wanted to turn others against you, the people that wanted to just be vicious for no reason. It's you being who you are and being the great individual that you are is really offensive to these other people, okay, whoever they are. You would know your story better than anybody else. And I'm just going with the vibe and general energy that I pick up from, the card itself. You are a very balanced person, and generally speaking, you need to remember that, don't let people get you off balance. Don't let people ever, and I repeat, don't let external forces ever take you out of your balanced state, because there are people that are going to try to do that, okay, unfortunately. But your pushback is strong, your will is strong, and I want you to remember that we all have free will and we all have internal strength. Yeah, so just remember that. So this particular message, it says here, gentle energy booster, I am uplifted. Okay, so maybe there are instances in your life where you had to really push yourself into becoming a better version of you. Okay, you will very, very adamant and very determined to maintain your joy and maintain your sense of clarity within self. I get intuitively, okay, and this particular crystal is very, very good for clearing out negative energy patterns, and it also increases your motivation. So I think you internally did that work for yourself, and you have now come out on top. You increase your drive, you increase your motivation, and now you have this natural boost of energy within you, where you are able to always uplift anybody that you come into contact with, because you always, and I repeat, you always uplift yourself. Okay, I always tell people you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give advice to people on life if you're not practicing certain healthy habits in your own life, and that is something that we, on this journey of life, we have to recognize for ourselves, because you could go onto a podcast and listen to the best advice, and you could go onto an Instagram page and get the best of advice. You could come onto my YouTube channel and get amazing wisdom, but if you don't do the internal work to clear out negative energy patterns or to even motivate yourself, then how can you even motivate others? So it's always good to really boost yourself, and I think you do that. Whoever's watching this, I think you do that, or you are learning to do that, and because of that, you are pouring from a place of fullness, and it is beginning to show. It is beginning to be very prominent to people around you. Some of you could have gone through very significant energetic upgrades, or even a boost in your overall purpose and drive in your life, and people are beginning to see a difference in how you operate and how you function. I think for low vibrational people, it can be intimidating to them, the low vibrational people in your life, whoever it may be, people that just don't vibrate on the same frequency as you. They could be taken that a type of way, but listen, your changes, it's not for everybody to understand. And I always tell people, your journey on this planet Earth, it's not for anybody else to understand. It's solely for you and the divine creator too, or divine, whoever you may believe in, that energy source, that life force. It's only between you and that life force, literally, your journey on this planet. And nobody else has to approve of what you do with your life. It's your life, and you get to choose what you want to do with it. Let's see what else you need to know. So you are divinely protected. You'll know I love to talk about protection on here, and I like to let people know that just by a thought alone, you can literally put out that protective barrier. You are divinely protected. It says here, I am immune to electromagnetic disturbances, to the bottom of this card, and I want you guys to see it for yourself. Okay, I am immune to electromagnetic disturbances. So even if there are negative people that are trying to get in your ears, they're trying to get in between you and your purpose and whatever it is you have set out for your life, I think it's super important for you to remember that you are protected from these people. And I just want to say, from a psychological standpoint, it's super important for you to establish boundaries with people. When you set boundaries with people, it lets them know how you want to be treated. And if people cannot respect your boundaries, then that is usually a telltale sign that that is the person that you don't need in your life. Okay? So I like to talk about boundaries on here, and if you guys are interested in finding out more about that, go check out my Instagram page, number 4. You're typing in the number 4, intentional living. There's one L between the intentional and living. So, yeah, check it out, okay? All right, let's see what else. What general message? Pink, coincide, compassion. Yeah, so keep that compassionate side of you. To the bottom of this card, it says, my heart is soothed. Guys, I need to do my nails. Excuse the state of my nails. Oh my god. Yeah, my heart is soothed. Okay. Yeah, so compassion, guys, compassion goes a very long way. And I'm not saying to tolerate people's bullshit, because somehow people think that when you are compassionate, it means that you need to tolerate people's bullshit. No. Being compassionate means you feel for other people, you understand where they're coming from, you observe objectively what they're experiencing, you you extend some soft energy to them, but in no way does it mean that you should tolerate people's bullshit. Okay? Being compassionate also requires you to have a level of emotional intelligence, understanding why people feel the way they feel, and how to maneuver through certain emotions. That is what being compassionate is all about. Connecting with people at an emotional level. If you are not in connection to your emotions in any way, that is going to hugely impact your ability to have compassion for others, because being compassionate requires you to have some level of emotion within you, or some level of emotional intelligence. Okay, so at this time I just want to remind you that compassion is not a bad thing, and people often misrepresent compassion and what it means. Being compassionate doesn't mean you tolerate people's bullshit. And I want to say that over and over until it sinks through your mind, because too many times I hear people talk about compassion as if it's a free pass or a pass go to other people being complete douchebags to you and you tolerating it. Okay? That's not what compassion is about. Obsidian. Okay, obsidian is one of my favorite crystals. To the bottom of this, it says, I am empowered by volcanic might. So at this time, I just want to remind you guys that you have a lot of power within you. I like to say that on my channel, because I believe when you empower people, it is only then that they would really, really begin to tap into their fullest potential. And maybe this is a message that some of you need to hear right now. It's okay to empower yourself through passionate energy. When I think of volcanic energy, I think of fire energy, I think of explosive energy. But it's not the type that is harmful, it's the type that would drive you towards your fullest potential. And you need to have that drive within yourself. Nobody else can have that drive for you but you, especially in the pursuits that you have on planet Earth while you're here, while you live out your purpose. Nobody else can have drive for you but you. If you spend a lot of your energy looking at what other people are doing, looking at the drive that other people have and comparing yourself, or looking at the dreams that are coming through for other people, and you're not taking time to really zone in on your own energy and focus on your own energy and harvest that and harness that energy within you and push yourself towards your highest potential. My question to you is, if you don't do it, then who else is going to do it for you? Think about it. You need to have that drive for yourself. You can't get it from your cousins, you can't get it from your friends, you can't get it from your lover, you can't get it from your boyfriend, girlfriend. You need to have that energy within yourself. Okay? And lastly, this says Purple Jade Royal Healer. I am one with the divine order. Okay? Now, I want to be super clear. This particular message is not going to be for atheists or people who don't believe in a higher divine being. This part of the general reading won't be for you all. But for people that do believe in a higher source, a higher divine entity, a higher energy source, whatever you want to call it, divinity exists within all of us. It really does. And when you connect with that divine energy, that life force, that life source, you really begin to experience life through a different kind of gratitude. The gratitude is almost otherworldly, if I had to be honest with you. Because then you realize that life is short. It literally is. And the time that you have on this earth is very temporary. None of us are going to be here forever. We were placed on this planet earth with very specific tasks. Every person, every single person. Some people were placed on this earth to, I know this may sound dark and cryptic, to steal. Others were placed on this earth to kill. Others were placed on this earth to uplift the vibration of humanity. Other people were placed on this earth to be herbal healers. Everyone has a purpose. And, I know some of you may find that very difficult to accept, but it is what it is. Everyone has a very unique purpose on this planet. I'm not justifying violence or poor behavior or immoral behavior in any way. No, I'm not doing that. All I'm saying is every person on this planet reincarnated or came on this earth with very specific tasks to fulfill. Okay? Now, at any point in your life, you can choose if you want to do better, become better, change your life, enhance the quality of living that you experience while here. Okay? You can do that. That is entirely up to you. Right? Yes, there are some things that are predestined. However, I strongly believe that there is also free will and your ability to basically shift energy also plays an integral role in your journey, okay, and your path on this planet. So I kind of ventured off there, kind of straight for a bit, but all in all, this crystal, it brings calming energy. It integrates your mind, body, and spirit. It gives you sensitivity to other people's emotions, and I'm just gonna pull from a few of those messages there. I think you guys need to remember that when you connect with life force, with divine force, divine energy, you are aligning your body, attuning your body, your energetic body to greater things. Okay? If you become disconnected from life force energy, divine energy, you are slowly killing yourself, and I'll explain. Now, very simply put, I know some of you may not be believers of the book of life, the Bible, and that's okay. I could accept differences and I could respect differences. But there was a particular part of the book of life that says, there are certain aspects of the creation process where divine source breathed life into everything. So water was created, the ocean was created because divine energy was put into that. Life was created because divine energy was put into that. Okay? Once you remove or disconnect yourself from divine energy, you slowly begin to wither away like a plant that just does not receive water in a desert. And I say that because when you think about everything that exists and how it functions, life was given to you, and so it can also be taken away. And although we may not know the hour that we may pass away or pass on, or how we may pass on, we're all just here temporarily. We are temporarily. And so it's important for you to really embrace the divinity within you, the life force that exists within you, because it's that life force that fuels you. It fuels your creativity, it fuels who you are, it fuels your essence. I ain't no preacher, I ain't no pastor, I ain't trying to be Miss Holy either, because I ain't no saint. And when I say I ain't no saint, that's just me accepting the fact that I am flawed just like anybody else, and I am imperfect. I'm humble enough to admit that. you know and I say that because a lot of the time I observe people just living life, and they exist and they do not connect with their divinity in any way. They don't pray, they don't even mutter positive affirmations, they don't even thank the universe, they don't even thank the skies, the heavens. Everything is so interconnected, guys. Everything, the moons, the stars, the grass that we walk on, the earth that we walk on, everything is so connected. We are connected to earth energy as well. And to be disconnected from all of that is a very gloomy life. It's a very dark life. So all in all, moral of the story, when you stay connected, you tap into your highest potential, because you are connected with higher frequencies, with higher life force energy. Anyway, I know that's heights, and it may take some time for you all to really connect with that message, but you'll get it eventually. All right, just sit with it and think about it. All in all, I just want to say, you were placed on this earth for a very special purpose. Every person has a very unique purpose. To say that it's morally good or bad, that's not my position in life here. I'm just saying, whatever your purpose may be, just ensure that you are doing everything from a very genuine place, from a place of compassion, from a place of balanced emotions, from a place of filling up your own cup first, from a place of protection. Yeah. So that's it. You are free to speak your truth. There are some of you that are looking at this video, and maybe you're feeling like you can't speak your truth, and you're this and you're that, and what if. Just take a deep plunge towards your dreams and your goals, and whatever that may be. I always say, if you wake up every single day and there's this one idea that you have and it's burning within you, and you have to follow through with it. If it keeps coming back to you in different forms, that idea, it could be a business idea, it could be a creative idea, whatever it is, listen to that. Listen to the urges that you get, the internal drive or internal nudges, whatever you want to call it, that you get, because it was placed there within you for a reason. So don't ever be afraid to speak your truth. Whatever that truth may be, just don't be afraid to do that. Okay. And yes, your pushback is strong. So these people, whoever in your lifetime so far, try to dim your colors, because I'm seeing here almost like the colors of the rainbow. Whoever tried to dim your colors, it really ain't gonna work. It really ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. And you need to remember that your will is greater than any attack or any scheme of any person that may try to rise up against you. Okay, love and light to all of you. Blessings.